Stinky. Stinky. Stinky poop man.
What's a crack? Sailing here. We're back with episode 3 of the Sidecast, and we're joined with the full Craic Boys crew again. We're here with David, Tom, and Dave is back. Actually, from the last one, he was just on his holidays. He only came back today.
No, he was slacked. He was doing nothing.
I was just being a pure waste man.
Being a waste man. So our topic today is, just because it's the new year and everybody's getting back on the swing of things.
The swing.
The celebrity.
The swing of things. We're talking about work and education, getting back on their routine, and just January blues as well, I'm assuming, because we're all sad boys.
Yeah, stinky sad boys.
Stinky. Poo-poo.
Stinky.
Poo stinky. Uh-oh. Wrap us up.
So, who wants to start us off?
Stinky Tom.
So I'll start off with basically working over Christmas in, what do you call it? Like a food industry kind of thing. Hospitality.
Bar restaurant.
It fucks you over. Completely fucks you over, because you're always just demanded. People are just demanding stuff from you, and you start to get the worst kind of people, the worst customers who just shouting at you and thinking that they come in. People who drink once a year, you know, when people, that's when they crawl out of their caves. Christmas.
Is your work busy?
Busy over Christmas? Aye, madness. Just because it's in the centre of the town, and you get everybody shopping and people coming in for a wee bite, and you're all, sorry, hey, you're gonna have to wait 40 minutes now. What? 40 minutes?
What are you talking about, you gee bag?
And they're all, well, you and 3,000 other people are also in town shopping, trying to get last minute Christmas shit, you prick. So,
well, I think that's the thing as well. It's like, I work in a similar place to you, Tom, like, and it's just, you're just there to serve people. And do you know what I mean? It's like, I'd just be in autopilot mode. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you just come to work, you clock, and you just do the shift.
You know it's gonna be a shite day,
and that's it. Like,
I come home, lie down, and you're all.
I mean, like, it's good as well, just because, like, it does keep you focused and whatever. It's just very draining when it comes to just right after Christmas, because it's just a complete drop off, and like your routine and stuff, and everything's sort of up in the air. But I mean, like, you know, I know what you're saying about like how people are about Christmas, and people like come out once a year, and you know, it's just like in my work, do you know what I mean? It's like maybe it's like a Friday or Saturday, it's a really busy night, like party of like 20 comes on, and I'm like, what's cracked? Do you still have a booking? No. Right, okay. You know, and they're like, what the fuck do you want me to do here? I'm like, do you know what I mean? It's fucking 5 days before Christmas, and you land on me 20 people, and you have a booking, and I'm like, what in your mind told you that was okay? I'm like, what? Like, what? But in reality, I'm like, oh, how we sit there? I'll tell you sorted. Never worry about it.
Sorry, folks, but we about full up at the minute. These already wait for a while. Now, how long would you be waiting for them all? Well, it's quite busy at the minute, so half an hour, 40 minutes. No, we can't do that there. We'll just go somewhere else. Go somewhere else then. Please. Fuck off.
Find somewhere else where you know 40-minute waiting time as well.
Good luck.
That's
good luck, lad.
No, it was back to what you were saying about like people coming out once a year. Right, here's a wee ditty for you. Ditty. Leave wee ditties alone, right? Stop ditty shaming us. So like I was working upstairs, and then they were like, one of my colleagues was all, here, get downstairs quick, somebody's collapsed. And I was like, oh shit, is this like nut allergy fucking, like, did somebody like actually calf?
David like jumps in the fireman's pole and sits on the bottom floor.
I just start screaming, wee. And then so I ran downstairs, and there was this fella, he must have been looking for a toilet, wandered in, pissed himself, and threw up all over the floor.
Nice.
Having his tidy wee fucking Christmas jumper. I was like, God bless you and your wee cotton socks, because he was fully collapsed, like and then I was like prodding him with the brush, be like, are you alright? Do you need a taxi?
Jesus! How degrading is that? Poking him with a fucking brush. You alright? You alright, lad?
No, it was my brush. Like, you know, it was just like
Try to sweep him away.
no, because like I didn't know if he was going to like lash out or anything because he was just that far gone. I was like,
Was he
is
sleeping?
everything alright? And he couldn't even reply to me. He was just like, and then his eyes. See when like
12 pubs, do you be crazy now?
when your eyes are like glazed over, and he was just seeing through me. It was like staring straight under my soul, just being like, and then I just get at him. I'd say, I was like, "Are you okay? Do you need a taxi?" And I couldn't do anything because I was on shift and I was trying to like get him to where he needed to be, but where he needed to be was just like in the gaff.
He's bad.
Do you know what I mean?
It's bad, man.
You can't just like take him upstairs and whack a nappy on him. You know what I mean? You just
Stuck
have
him
to
in the phone.
hope nature guides its course. Do you know what I mean?
I cleaned up so much boke as well. It was awful.
Yeah.
Big mood.
It was like,
I've had to deal with no boke,
did you?
thankfully. So
Lucky bastard. It's like people boking and then they're all, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm all, don't worry about it. I'll clean it up. You're grand. Clean it up. They book again. Same place. And after that, you're just all gone. Just get out. Bastards. They came back the next day and gave us a box of celebrations. So
That's fair enough then. You love celebrations.
it wasn't worth it, like, but
it was like wrapped up wee vomits.
Gotcha again.
Clean us up.
They try to run away with collapse because they're still steaming. Dun, bang.
He's wrong with a real box of celebrations. The decoy box is like, go.
oh Jesus.
Big
People just I don't know what it was. It's sorry, Christmas time. People loved it. It's like runs their lovers.
Aye.
I mean,
that includes us too. Though.
We do it all year.
Yeah, but see,
no. See, you know, we keep it alright. We keep the same level of alcoholism the whole year round. So,
but that's the thing with Christmas too as well. You're working flat, but you're also still trying to juggle going out as much as well because the amount of money I spent on going out just in like stupid nights, like not even getting like steaming all the time, just going out being oh so and so's back from uni. Do you want to go out? I have work in the morning, but basic ass Christmas.
You just have to go into work hanging. That's it.
That's it. I work in like retail as well, so like it's not like a case of where you all have like drunk people coming on. No, like I don't know why you have drunk people coming on, Dave, but it's
don't even talk me about drunk people.
Like it's different than like because the people are so hyped over getting presents and stuff too. You literally have like all the Romans big as here, like clicking at me, and I'm just like it's only me on the floor, and I'm just,
you should start hissing back at them.
Get away! I'm not getting your shoes. Get away.
Thankfully, I had nobody click or whistle at me this year.
Not even a wee sweat spooky leg.
Not even a wee
Raisin.
I got a couple. Hey, bye. That's about it.
hey, young fella, get over here now.
Hey, come straight there, would you?
Come straight there, now, please.
Do cocktails. Oh, hey. Why not? Just don't.
Will he not be the same? Like,
Why not though?
be the same type
You're
of
not saying
person.
questions like, why is the sky blue, lad? You know what I mean? It's like, well, what do you mean? Like,
I've gone use Google or something.
No, but the same type of person. Be like,
It's a funny drinker.
you know what I mean? He's only
He's probably
asking.
just betting.
He's only he's only asking us their cocktails so he can chastise you. You know what I mean?
No, he's going to say.
Do you do cocktails? We fruit.
you fruit. Imagine that thing. Somebody sitting in the bar being like, you do cocktails? No. You fruit. It's insane. That's such an insane attitude. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I think the people that, like, if you're working at any kind of hospitality, if you're working at any kind of retail, anything they do with the public, I think the worst thing is just when people like expect you to drop everything and sort them out like immediately. It's like no other.
You're there for that person, that person alone.
You're there to serve.
It's like I have absolutely no spine either, so I can't even be all sorry I'm muscling at the minute, so I'm standing there like holding like 3 boxes of shoes being all, yes I have time. put the stacking on top, I'll be fine.
I tell him, I'll be all, I know worries, I'll do that for you now. And then but like in my head there's a mental list. So like I get around the list, and if they're waiting 10 minutes, I'm all, check when you're on the list, like, so give it time.
No, like there's working like in any cinema, it's just like everybody complains about retail food and all, but like imagine that all in one. It's like you're a cleaner, you're a cashier, you serve food. Do you know what I mean? So like there's this one stage it was like a week or 2 ago. There's always like a case of lost phones down the sides of chairs or wherever. we have to go on and like check the whole Craic weight. And I went on, whole place was a tip, the usual. And these 3 wee boys were like, oh, go and get my phone, go and get my phone. And I was like, I'll get your phone. It's alright, it's grand, sweet. Gives me a kiss first. No, but went in.
You like point to your cheeks all.
Mwah. Stinky.
Stepping down.
Should have got the ring out to be all. Kiss it.
Kiss my ring. Kiss it, please. So like I went in and
Jesus.
Off track.
Anyway,
I went in and like they get me down to their seats. Seats absolutely like just disgusting. Like they left all their shit there. Everything was like unfolded and all. And so I left it out the seat. And then one of them just like turned around and was all, Jesus, must be shite cleaning summer, isn't it? I turned around them and I was all, hi, it is. I was like how like it's that whole thing. Is it cognitive dissonance? It's like being able to switch off your better judgment.
Yeah.
It's a blind ignorance. They like, oh, I left quite a big mess there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you
Go
left
get my
it.
phone. If you surprise ever, it's the pile of popcorn and vomit.
like shit everywhere. So like,
Shit on
it's
there.
like the cinema seat's caked in shite, and he's like, "Fuck, it must be
Dave's
awful."
waiting for this road cutting down trees.
I'm still Lord and we being all, this must be shite here.
Shite?
His mess. You're all
This was a crap throwing popcorn at you. So bad.
spitting on you.
Customer shat in the sink once.
Shat in the sink.
Yeah, shat in the sink.
That's very nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. It was lovely.
Would you just do like waffle stomp it on the drains?
waffle stomp?
It's a waffle stomp.
Anyway, how like drains that are kind of in the shape of like a waffle or something.
Oh, really?
I've never heard
What's
that.
that?
But go look at that drain in there and tell me it's not like it's grids, so nothing can go down. Like you know, your hair gets caught in it.
You're definitely a Play-Doh child, hey?
I stomped Play-Doh in the drain too.
Put your
You
poo.
need to get away from that weird set of YouTube, man. I don't know what you can watch.
I don't know why this is such a difficulty. Like drains are grids. Like that's how they work. So your hair doesn't go down.
And that's the name of this episode. Drains or grids.
Drains are grids.
I bet you were one of them ones that like just pooed through Play-Doh like fucking cookie cutters.
I don't know. I hope I didn't. I'll have to ask my mother. Mom, when you listen to this, did I poo through
That-
Play-Doh? Play-Doh shapes? I don't know.
Did you go into the toilet one day and was there just a big star poo?
But I'm from my man now, she'll come on. Yes, David actually did that quite a lot. I don't know how you know this, Dave, but it's very weird. Thank God she's on Spotify.
What's Craic with people like being very liberal with like their shites?
Oh,
we're I don't poo shame. It's 2020.
education and work. But the poo part is
I don't know. It's like
Free poos for everybody.
It's like right. The toilets were checked at 8, right, and then I went at 8:30, and like the fucking man's toilets were just like there was like shit in the walls. And, like,
Serious?
How you
Just
said
like,
half
just like
I'm a shit in these walls,
all
right?
of the toilet roll was like stuffed, just stuffed, and it was all clattered and shite. And I'm like, I was on here half an hour ago. I'm like,
Not a spicy burger.
like what is going on here? But it's like imagine being in a restaurant and like having your meal, not going and doing that there, and come back, sitting down and just like finishing your meal and drinking your beer.
after
Quite a
that performance
sophisticated-
piece.
after completely annihilating the balls.
He was probably
you know what I
sitting
mean?
watching you, waiting for you to go in there.
He's on a date.
Go, go.
You know what I mean?
No, that happened in the situation in my work as well. It's like someone was down the very back and like threw up under their hands, but they must have threw up so much it was spraying out of their hands because it was all everywhere.
Oh my
Was
god.
it like a handprint on the
It was on the cat standy, and it was the whole trail up. It was all over the men's toilet, and it took a full industrial sized blue roll to even cover it, so we could like kind of mop it up because
Yucky.
bagging. You know what I mean?
People do love it too.
Love poking.
Do you know what I mean? I haven't poked an age, I tell you.
Well, that's good.
It's also a hairy season for uni students.
Yes.
Like
Wouldn't know, hey, Worcester Live.
I did know.
like, not even uni students, just anybody in like
Yeah.
education. Do you know what I mean?
Juggling a job in uni is like so pants, and like you almost always need to work when you're like in uni. Even though you get loans and stuff, it's still like you need to work.
I feel like they always give you the worst assignments as well. That are the winter assignments are always the worst.
the worst.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like even the ones coming up this summer, like they always seem fine, but it's always the winter ones always. That's always the the ones you're sitting racking your brains over all.
I know it's
I'm not gonna be able
it's
to do
convenient
this.
at a time when your shifts are always like shooting up too, because obviously like Christmas times are all different. So like you're trying to get shit done and like you can't. And I've had so many times where it was like a deadline was in the same day I was working, and I was just going home being all right, nice day at work, time to go home and do some more work, and then just sleep, and that was it. It was a fucking nightmare.
Barely sleep.
It's awful.
Pants like it. And you're freaking out too about the work, and you're like, I don't know if I did that right.
Yeah.
So,
No,
that's
like,
why I've taken a break from uni. Everyone, take a break from uni if you need to. Take a year out. Actually, if you're going into uni, going from upper stuff, just take a break. Take a year out.
it is.
Great advice from David Coyle.
It is a wide
You're
early gap, like, you know what I mean? It's like, see, going, you don't understand, like, jump, like, it's like, see the way people, like, go, oh, GCSE to A level, as horseshit compared to, like, A level to university or level 3 to university.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
it's just because, like, you know what I mean? You literally have only yourself for your motivation to do work.
Yeah.
And
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the no
And
one's on
then
your
as
back.
well, it's like maybe like I don't know. I've heard from people. It's like lecturers, just some just don't care. Like, do you know what I mean? Like some just don't care, and then it's like, right, okay, it's an extra workload for you to go and like source out the stuff that you have to learn.
Yeah, and you're basically teaching yourself too, on top of like trying to also do your work, and then teach yourself for the other 3 modules you have. It's a nightmare.
And then you're also trying to, like we said, juggle a job,
And also
then
trying to
your
juggle your social life,
and then-
Maybe a creative project too.
exactly.
And maybe you're shagging too, so.
And
maybe. I mean, thank God that's not the case for
maybe.
us. But
David, speak for yourself, man.
We're all still virgins, like.
wait,
It's true, yeah.
I mean, I still
You know?
promise,
I'm
right?
Windy Marriage, man.
alright, that's alright. Just make
Do you
you
know
get a
what
podcast. Okay?
Catholicism. What's the other thing? Praying.
Protestantism.
Alright.
What's that alert?
Well, I mean, luckily, I mean, I listen to you because I've like 4 older brothers and a lot of people, and it's just like really consider your choice for going to uni and like see if it's for you or not. And it's like I feel like my whole school life it was just sort of I was getting less and less interested and getting more and more interested with like doing my own thing. And it's like I know definitely there's a lot of my friends who felt like they had no other choice but to go to uni, even though it might not be suited to them, and they could have spent that time creating themselves or creating their own business or paving like a different way. Do you know what I mean? And I just knew it wouldn't have been for me. You know, I just know like what suits me and how I work and stuff. But definitely there's a lot of pressure on people, like from their families, from like maybe older siblings, like blah blah blah. They like go to uni and like. This is the only route you have to take to get like a good job that's gonna sort you out the rest of your life.
Or an education. Like everybody, like it wasn't even a thought in my head. It was like, oh no, it's like as soon as I finished my head, I was straight to university. Not like seeking alternative routes to like education and stuff like that there. And it's now after I'm actually done my degree, I'm like I could have took other paths and stuff like that there.
For sure.
Because like I mind my course. There was getting my course that done a wee stint on Game of Thrones, and she was talking to some of the techs that they were our age at the time.
Yeah.
While we were both in second year, and then they laughed at her for going to do her degree. It was like, that's useless. But saying that, it's like some degrees it's like portfolio building, and like it may seem useless, but it's like. I went to do mine, they build contacts, they further me like cinematic dialect, and just to like get more of a scope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more of a degree for the actual education, and actually trying to get like a full scope rather than here's to teach you what exactly to do when you're going on to work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the case too. Like I mean, obviously, a lot of people think like we need like to go to uni to actually like feel like they've done something in their lives, and that. To be fair, that makes sense. So a lot of jobs are hard to get into without a degree, and there's no other way about that. But like again, what I said already, like I kind of passed it off. But like, do take the year out if you feel like you aren't ready to go to uni, because like you find a lot of time you go from like GCSE to your A levels and you go straight into uni, and there's no break, and then before you know it, you're fucking like 23 in a job, and you're oh, this is my life now. You know what I mean? Like, and so you're still really young.
What I would say is university isn't for everyone, but education is absolutely for everyone. It's like.
There's so many different
Education. You don't really
ways to do it. Like,
get an education in a school, like.
I remember like my secondary school that I went to. It was like they obviously in the public like they don't really go on about how like they push university and stuff, but it was like when I was in school, it was
Lad,
like,
it
they
was
were
like-
they were essentially telling you you're going to be a loser if you don't go to university.
it was like-
and it was like I just remember being so scared, and I was like, Jesus, like, fuck, what if I don't do well? And if I'm like, am I going to be a fucking waster or what? Or do you know what I mean?
Or nonce.
Or a nonce? Or a
Or
nonce.
both.
He's one or the other.
It turned out to be a waster and a shagger, so
What? Get off our podcast.
wait a minute.
We're all educated virgins here.
Educated virgins.
Almost there.
We just describe an until. Oh.
Educated version.
Stop talking about
my
incels.
God.
Anyway,
When you stop talking.
Anyway, how good was Joker? There was this actually see understanding education for me. Like I didn't get it in university. I didn't get it in secondary school. I absolutely didn't get it in primary school. It was like I came across this quote, and it's when the last 3-4 months I kind of actually got it. But it was 4 or 5 years ago when I was down the flat in Schlegel. And
Schlegel
boys.
down in Schlegel with the boys down at the flat, just sucking pints and listening to a few.
Smoking hashy.
Punch the fuck up. So there's this big W.B. Yeats quote plastered over the wall, and it was just in big black letters was education is not the filling of a pail but the lighting of a fire. I was like, Jesus, that's powerful, but it doesn't apply to me at all. I was like, what? Who's this W.B. Weissman? Hey? I know, but it was like, after a while, it was just kind of ringing in the back of my head. I was like, what the fuck? And then see once you fall into a passion, and you start to for me, it's it's easy to digest video essays and just listen to film podcasts. And it's once you fall into something, it's the same with the way your dad or whoever looks after you growing up was I fucking see the hardest things going to a job you don't like. It's the exact same thing. It's once you find that area that you're oh Jesus, I'd love to just fucking go at it today. Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not education. It is, but it doesn't feel like you're being rammed to memorize anything.
If you actually like it,
Yeah, it's I'm fucking really enjoying myself here. I want to learn more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think there's still this fucking stigma with education. It's my secondary school just fucked me up, and I feel like I'm wasting. I'm not doing anything with my time. Watch YouTube videos, educate yourself, learn an instrument, go out there and just fucking shag. You know what I mean? Shag your brain. Hey?
Chatting a while out about shagging this side.
You hear that, David's man?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
She definitely can't listen to this.
Not
Not
David's
mine.
man. David's man.
Yeah.
Well, no, definitely not mine either. We know. David in the street, maybe not me. Shut up. What? Oh, don't worry, mine.
David's my street name.
So, the moral of the story of this podcast is go out there and shag.
Just cut that whole section.
You know what I've realised? See, for I've had a full-time job now since July, and see that 5-6 days a week going into the same place, it makes you feel like your work life is your life, and it's can be so draining, and
I know I go through
I get that too much. I see the people I work with more than I see my friends and my family. And they're all in the same boat. They're all, be careful. This could, this might become your life. And I'm all, I would do anything for this not to be my life.
Yeah.
But as well, it's you always have to take steps forward. They become they achieve your ideal lifestyle. Then, do you know what I mean? We're all so young. Do you know what I mean? It's this is just what you have to do. This is just how society works. Do you know what I mean? It's yes, we're trying to do something creative, and hopefully, do you know what I mean? I would like to continue doing something like this. I have no plan on stopping. Do you know what I mean? But as well, it's you can't do these things without the other thing. Do you know what I mean?
It's they kind of channel they want to learn, but saying that nobody's going to be scooping popcorn forever or hanging clothes on racks or serving food. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the grind. That's where you. That's how you get there. You know what I mean? That's part of the road. That's, you know what I mean? It's how you learn. I don't know. it's weird skills. It's like patience. The most is the best thing that comes with jobs like this.
I think there's a good point that I know a lot of people don't realize, and it's like, obviously it's like I have an older family and I'm very young, so it's like they can help educate me a lot and like keep me on the right track. But it's like, as time goes on, pensions and like jobs that you get after uni are certainly like, they're essentially not going to exist within my lifetime. Pensions aren't going to exist, not unless they're self-funded by you. And I think that a lot of people just don't know that. Do you know what I mean? And like, that's why you're seeing people who are self-employed a lot more, because they realize that and they're like, right, well, I need to start putting money away for me now, because it's not going to exist within companies in so many years. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're still young. When you get a big boy job when you're like 30 or something, you know, it's just, I'm just spitballing here. It's like, pension schemes are not going to be what they were like when my father was growing up. Like, not even anywhere near. It's just going to be like, you have to save that money for yourself, and that's up to you.
And that's,
you know what I mean?
Because the world's going to be fucking birth and fire in 10 years, and then the pension schemes are going to be ran off bottle caps for the people that's left here. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus, I know.
I give it a few months away. I ran in America anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
Has it? I don't think it has. I don't know. I think I ran sent a few wee muscles there.
If you're friends with, if you want to be friends with Iran, you can't be my friend. That's it. Well, and I don't think anything's gonna happen. Well, what am I talking about? I don't fucking know.
Ram bombed the base yesterday.
Yep.
Oh.
Anyway, this isn't the Iran work and
me and Tom were
education.
actually drinking cans in here, watching it. Like, it's just, do you know what I mean? Like, pure, not even looking at each other, just watching this base getting bombed. All, that's mad, right?
But that's to do with like perception of media as well. It's like everybody's desensitized. They like, see if I say about like 40, 50 years ago, it's like you see it in the newspaper, you're just like, Jesus Christ, that big bold print you see like once a week maybe, you're like, holy fuck. But now you have, you know what I mean, we've built up a library of like, so like, I mean, fucking ISIS beheading videos.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean?
You can find whatever you want, whenever you want. Do you know what I mean?
It's that whole.
And even if you're not looking for it,
Twitter,
sometimes
Twitter,
like,
it just pops up.
it'll find you. Like,
Just knock on the BBC, you see a fucking blind Wayne running down the street crying, half burnt.
It's pretty horrible.
Well, it's probably not the BBC, but it's probably.
I know what you.
Or Russia Today. Or something.
Al Jazeera news.
So trustworthy.
Al Jazeera's.
I can see you and
Al
Tom
Jazeera flat out.
doing like that. If there's a muscle coming towards Ireland, you push. Stuck on his hand. That's mad, that. And then that's your last moments on Earth. That's mad, that.
What happens?
We're not going to describe what just happened.
Everyone is singing, Tom, get a table and dance. Yes.
I don't know, I just think definitely it's like there's not enough education out there about our generation's future and like how unstable it actually is in regards to like quote unquote degree jobs where you come out of uni and you go straight on the job. It's like there's the stability isn't what it was 30, 40, 50 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
The companies don't.
It's like your
companies don't even care
do you know
that
what I
much
mean?
anymore.
Companies are like sorting you out for you to then sort your whole family out.
I don't know, like trade jobs seems like they seem a lot more stable these days.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Like I don't know, like see everybody has a degree now. Do you know what I mean? And not like the whole fucking right. There's a whole classist divide between like getting a degree and then getting a master's. Like that's see this year I'm taking out now to fucking finance my master's because so everybody gets funding for degrees no matter like who you are, like no matter your gender, creed or colour, you can apply to get a loan and a grant from the government. And so that's all fine and good. Everybody can get a degree. Like maybe not people in certain circumstances, but the general. But see that year in between, you have to fund your masters by yourself, and that's the real. Oh, I have a degree. I can walk into a job. Then well, not necessarily, because there's PhDs as well, and then there's specific areas, but it's like not many people that come from like low class income and stuff like that there can just fork out a year's worth of living in like, I don't know, a foreign university. Well, not foreign, like if you go to like England and if you go to like Scotland and stuff like that there. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of keeping the poor people poor and like
trying not going to get any better, is it?
What?
It's probably not going to get any better.
No, it won't, but like it's still shite, you know what I mean? It's just trying to keep...
It's a grim reality.
Keep the poor people down with their education and their like job prospects, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like this is what I'm saying about like, I just wish that it was more common knowledge that it's like, maybe if you're in a position where you don't want to go to uni or whatever, it's like, don't like, or even if you don't think it's for you but everybody else is telling you to do it, it's like self-employment is on the rise. Like people are making their own money, people are making their own pathways in life and like how to achieve what they want to achieve. And I think now it's just not the same as, like I said, I was in secondary school and it was like I was told basically by the school, if you don't go to uni you're a loser.
Yeah.
I think that it's okay to tell people that if you don't go to uni, then there's so many avenues of creativity and other ways that you can even like be better than some of the people who went to uni. That you know what I mean? It's like, I know it's like that story is like, oh, Bill Gates didn't go to you know what I mean? Like
Steve Jobs didn't go to uni.
Steve Jobs just stole fucking technology and built an empire.
You know what I mean? I know it sounds like it's one of many things. You're like, oh, if he can do it, I can do it. But it genuinely is more achievable now than it ever has been. Do you know what I mean?
At the same time, it is still a great experience for a lot of people, like getting to move out of their parents' home and live on their own for a couple of years. You learn. That's where you really learn, when you're out on your own.
It's getting thrown in the deep end.
You have to learn serious life skills.
I mean, think it this way: Beyonce didn't go to university and she has her own sweatshop. Or multiple, actually.
Probably loads of them.
Jeremy Clarkson got like a C in 2 E's.
Fuck.
And he's living in a mansion. I hate that man so much.
Every year comes out with.
I know, it's like the in his brain. He says, I don't want to do this, but yeah,
it's the same. It's the same with like
it's like a twitch or something.
It's like Ricky Gervais being like, oh my god, you're stupid for being a Christian.
You're stupid. Stinky.
Did you see his statement?
Stinky, pimpy, biggy bunk.
Christian.
Did you see his statement on was it the Golden Globes?
I heard about it.
It was just it rubbed me the wrong way.
Everybody was applauding it, wasn't it? But like,
but that's the whole like.
It could have just not said it too.
Oh my
just
God,
fuck up.
Like everybody gets it, but like see the people applauding and be like, finally, somebody's saying something. Like Joe Rogan was like, oh my God. I respect him so much for saying that.
Did you see what he heard?
Jamie, can you play that one video of that deer?
Jamie, bring it up on the street. You want to smoke? You smoke, right?
I know what you mean. No, it's like
we can't slag podcasts.
No. Well, we're not like Joe Rogan.
Meta, we're on one.
Meta. Well, like Jiggy Gervais. Jiggy Gervais, that's his wee
Jerky Gervais.
Beef jerky.
No. Jerky Gervais.
Anyway, Ricky Gervais is also part of the elite, so he's talking his whole.
He's part of the 1%. No, he's not. He's part of the 5%.
He's still like loads of money.
Yeah.
He's presenting the Golden Globes. That's enough.
Stuff like that. There. I mean, like people. Do you know what I mean? It's like people be all, did you see the Golden Globes? What?
Huh?
They're like, did you see the Golden Globes? I'm like, no. They're like, why? Do you know what I mean? It's like even my mom and dad and stuff will like sit and watch them and be like, just chat about it amongst themselves, and I'm like, this is so far away from like what is important. Do you know what I mean?
Not necessarily. Like you see, like I get what you mean, but like media, politics, film, it's all the same fucking shit these days. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like like you obviously want to see like female representation, POC representation, and stuff like that there. And I always wanted to just see like it's they call it a celebration of films. Like it's not like it's a festival, it's a competition. But sometimes you just want to see like some films you really root for get recognition.
That's fair enough. Actually, no,
That's obviously a really like nice feeling.
What was the story where the Asian director, the fella,
Bong Joon-ho.
He was all, what did he say? What was it?
He said like once you get over that 1-inch barrier of subtitles, a whole world of cinema.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You're introduced to a whole world of cinema, which is absolutely true. Like I get.
I think me and Tom watch everything with subtitles. I love.
I know,
I prefer subtitles.
I'm a deaf ass bitch. Like my hearing is actually
No,
good.
but I just think like it's just like visually like would nearly like bring me into the film more because I'm like I know exactly what they're saying like clear as day. Do you know what I mean?
I've watched anime for years, like so I'm usually like it's fucking.
Attack on Titan's my favorite anime.
I know Senna has an Attack on Titan tattoo.
All my
It's so true.
all the best action films are have subtitles like, and people when you be all, oh, did you watch this? And they be all, tried, but I had subtitles and I just wasn't really bothered to read the whole time.
Just read.
Well, you just
read
fucking
it.
missed out on a sweet film. Good luck.
But it's,
look there.
do you know what I mean? But like the see like remakes and stuff like that, they lose a lot of charm.
Oh,
It's like the remaking was a Train to Busan now for no apparent reason.
No,
They announced it.
No, it's a part 2.
No, it's a remake in America.
It's a remake?
in
Oh,
America.
right, it's Americans. They ruined.
No, it was like they announced it within the same year, and I was like, "What the fuck? It's a new film." Like, I understand, like, see, like remakes from foreign films, they updated for like a new society, a foreign society, but it's like Jesus Christ, Korea is Little America, South Korea, you know, and it's like, see, Train to Busan's just like a normal story, a relatable story, and society's online these days. Everybody's culture like intertwined. Nobody's that different from anyone else. And so like see trying to like update something that doesn't need updated, and you just need to fucking get your illiterate ass reading a wee bit of fucking subtitles. I know some people can't read and it's not their fault, I'm sorry. But like it's that blatant ignorance. It's like Jesus Christ, it takes 2 seconds. Like see if you watch Netflix for one day with subtitles on, you're used to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just second hand, like, you know what I mean?
I just have to
second
have
nature.
them on. I actually, it's like I go to cinema and I'm like, what's that film? Like,
Where's the subtitles?
like I really wish this had subtitles.
Dave, turn on them subtitles.
I know it's fun. Dave comes in and make a wee piece of paper. Back and forth.
Flashcards.
I don't know. I mean, like my favorite films like from Korea and like Japan. And, like,
Oh, he's foreign. He's
he's
quirky.
foreign. He's so quirky. But I mean, do you know what I mean? It's like I think it's just like. You know, it's like, why don't you have the subtitles? Why would I? It's like that is the argument.
I went
Do you
to
know
watch
what I
a
mean?
film,
It's
not
like-
read a book.
The easiest way, like, I kind of. There's a film called, was it Kung Fu Hustle? And it's like one of the best comedy films of all time.
What a show.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, like, I grew up watching it, but I always grew up watching the subtitle version because my dad was like, oh, the fucking dub version is pure stupid. And then one time I actually sat down and listened to the dub version and see the amount of jokes that are just lost in the translation.
Exactly.
It is so stupid. Like, half the jokes just aren't funny. And they don't, like, I don't know, see voiceover artists, they don't get acting. Like, they get voice acting, do you know what I mean? But, like, they're not the real professionals that in Japan, anywhere in Asia, do you know what I mean? That actually translate it across to be funny.
It's the tone of voice and things too.
Yeah.
But it never captures them, right?
It's like how you
The essence.
something is delivered.
The soul.
You know, the soul of the joke.
That's a wild off topic there from.
From
Education,
education.
But hey,
Yeah,
that
podcast
happens.
again?
It happens. And
That's what happens. Like, you're here to listen to Sidecast for shy talking. Like, do you know what I mean?
But why does Dave know so much about films? Because he went to uni for it.
Not really.
Shut up. I'm trying to do a segue.
Yeah.
I don't care.
How was your experience in uni?
Uni? Oh, well.
Uni?
UDA.
It went really well.
UTA?
Until this
You're
week.
UTA?
UTA. I don't actually.
We were talking about UTAs earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's not on topic.
Becoming a
PSA get
vegetarian.
tested.
Becoming a
Vegetarian.
Becoming a vegetable?
Urinary tract infections.
Okay,
Yes.
right. Let's wrap up the urinary tract infections, please.
Wrap it up, eh?
So I
Wrap
touchy
it up.
subject for Tom and David.
What?
What? Spicy pee boys.
He asked me about uni and you turned into UTIs.
Right, go. Continue.
What? Oh, uni. I was good until very recently because final year is really tough. So I'm taking a break from it. I'll learn that. So it was really fun though. Otherwise, like I mean, like you have freshers and stuff, and you meet
Freshers and well,
You
Thursday.
get this sauce it.
Listen, I'm trying to make it sound better for some people. It's actually awful. All right.
Not
No, it's
everybody
not
went to
even- it's not
McGee
even
though,
that
like
bad.
us 3 fucking spastics.
Oh,
The S word.
the S word.
Ooh,
No,
don't be
Us
so
three.
ableist, hey.
Us 3
it
buffoons.
was all right. Uni's fine until final year it ramps up. So like all the slacking you do in first year, like, second year, or whatever, and then third year it's like, oh, by the way, all the work you're meant to do, yeah, just do it now. And you have like a term to do. And you're like,
Yep.
what? Huh? Excuse me.
It's like, remember this thing you done first year? Do now, please.
Okay.
It was like, there was one stage, it was like, what we do was like a final project. Like last term is like, you meet with your supervisor and then you do a dissertation on a final project. So for me, it was, final project was, it can be like a film, it can be like a TV pilot, it can be a script, anything to do like within the realm of fucking TV or film.
Just left up to you, like.
It's just up to you, and then you have to do a dissertation related to it. So like my dissertation was gender representation in horror films. So it was just like, yeah, Michael Myers' knife is a big fat willy, and every cave you see in a horror film, yeah, that's a vagina. And just talking about like how valid and how like invalid statements I got there are, and then my final project as well was it was just like an experimental horror film to do with gender, and so I wanted to take on more projects because again, the way my degree works, it was like, this is the build your portfolio, this is basically your CV builder. They show like to get on their next stepping stone. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, right, I want to work on as much projects as possible so I can add that to my show reel and actually show that I have worked on a lot of things and I've shown growth and stuff like that there. So I, being a fucking smart cunt, I took on 5 extra projects. And so,
Love them vibes, eh?
yeah.
Love them vibes.
Still got top of his class, top of the year. Well done.
yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm a smart bitch.
And ladies on Craic, please.
Ah, stinky.
Had a great fall.
So it's like,
Insert fart noise here.
see, taking too much on as well, it can really fuck you up because I mind. So see, once it got to like April, like it was like the end of May was our deadline. They have everything in. They have like it's like your dissertation polished. They have your film polished. Everybody's films and dissertations were submitted by them. And so see, during the period of actually working on them films, I got 2 hours sleep a night. And that was involuntary. I managed my time well, but see, my anxiety was fucking through the roof. I was like waking up in the middle of the night in like panic attack mode, like hyperventilating and all, for no apparent reason. Just like the fact that there was a natural build-up of fucking stress. And it's not to say like the sets were harsh or anything, so like it was nice. Like it was up in Donegal for 2 days, like shooting a wee film about Alzheimer's, and it was fucking lovely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was working with some wonderful like people, and but it's the fact that that much time was delegated, and you're thinking like in the back of your head, it's like, I need to do this tomorrow, I need to do this the next day, I need to do this, I need to do this. Your head is a mile a minute.
Yeah.
And it's like, see, if you bite off more than you can chew, it can really, really fuck you up. You know what I mean?
And I think that's a good thing that you can say that about the education, or you can say that about work as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you definitely take on too much work, and then it's hard to say,
Burns you out.
oh wait, I don't think I can hack this. Do you know what I mean? To an employer or something like that there. Do you know what I mean? So just I think it's just managing like your mental capacity for how much you can deal with.
Yeah.
It's something everybody has to find.
Yeah.
And I think people who are really driven sometimes take on a lot that they can't deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like people kind of like cutlass too much with like throwing themselves into worker education. And it's like, you out tonight? No, I'm working tomorrow. Which isn't a bad thing. Like there's a healthy point. You can be like, here, I'm taking a break now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like in work I was doing 30 hours above, and I've only took like 2 holidays in the last, I don't know, 8 months I've been working there. And it's like, see, once I got those holidays, I was like, I didn't know how much I needed that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know how run down you actually get until you get a chance to breathe for a bit. And it's like, people need to take breaks more often. People need to stop being so harsh on themselves. People need to have lazy days. People need to lie in. People need to just sit and watch Kitchen Nightmares for a day. Do you know what I mean? It's like, chill out, people. You're young. Just fucking, you'll be alright. Do you know what I mean?
Lovely, Dave. I think that's spot on for what people need to know.
Sure.
People just need to know that they have to fucking chill out. Just
It's fine to be run down every so often, but you need to do
that's not life. That's not what life should
No,
be.
it's
like,
you
you
need
know what I mean?
to always. I think you should always. You're always number one. Like, always think about yourself and always think about others too. But whenever you feel like you're not well, that's like as soon as you feel like you're not well, you're not well, because that's your body telling you, hey, chill out. We need to.
You have
need
to
to lie down.
And we sit down and talk with our body, being like, here, Jesus Christ, stop with the sauce. Stop
with sauce.
fucking throwing yourself into work 40 hours a week and just getting your head melted.
Land back, fucking blasting porno for about 3 hours. I mean,
Stress. I know, like that is a serious thing as well. See, like stress, masturbation, stuff like that. There, people don't talk about that at all.
you know, man, you end up on page 3062 and you're still looking for that video. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's dedication. But I know what you're saying as well.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
people
like-
people definitely use that as just an easy relief for them. Do you know what I mean? When they don't have any other time for anything
Yeah,
else.
it's like, hold on.
It's a quick pick me up. It's a quick
Aye.
feel good for people.
Happy days.
And it's-
Let me fucking wring this chicken's neck. David's like, my mom listens to this. No.
Like, yeah, it's not talking about enough, like, as well, because, like, see, when that happens, you feel like the biggest bag of shit ever. Like, straight away, it's just like, I'm not discussing you.
Post not clarity.
How dare me?
Post not
clarity. Post not clarity is the dirtiest thing.
Get this off my screen.
I feel like post-nut clarity could be a sidecast in its own. Everybody
Like a
definitely
2-hour podcast.
just us chatting about nut. Like, well, this has went off on a lovely tangent, and I think that we're just going to end it there. So
Wrap up.
that's episode 3. See ya.
Bye.
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 Say a couple of byes so we can get a good bye.
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 Boy,
See you later.
bye.
Stank. Bye.
It's just one of those days.
Bye, driver. Bye, bye. Bye, driver.
Sweet.